friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is It's All in the Perspective. 1 Corinthians 1:18 says, "For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God." Most things in life come down to perspective. We judge things by our experience and our comfort levels. I used to look at a guy I worked with and tell him he was crazy because he would ride a mountain bicycle on a narrow, dangerous path on top of a mountain. I'm talking this path is 6 inches wide in some spots on the top of a mountain. If he missed the path, he would fall hundreds of feet to the bottom. Because I'm not comfortable doing it, I felt like he was crazy. But if I was comfortable riding that trail, then I would think he was normal. I would call it an extreme sport or even fun. It's all in the perspective. To Christians, the preaching of the cross is life and strength. It is peace and salvation. It is healing for our souls and our bodies. But to those who are lost, they look at us as if we're crazy because they do not understand. They do not have the same perspective we do. They will not understand until they get out of their comfort zone and let Jesus open their understanding. He is the only one who can give them a new perspective. We need God's perspective about life. John 16:32 and 33. "Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered every man to his own, and shall leave me alone, and yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." Jesus spoke to his disciples of his upcoming arrest and crucifixion. Verse 33 is still true for today. We can have peace in Jesus. The world doesn't understand this. How we can have peace when our lives appear from the outside to be burning to the ground. Everything could be going wrong and falling apart, but if we truly walk with Jesus, we will have peace. Because our focus is not on our lives burning down, but on Jesus, who has the power to fix things and restore them. When we do not walk with Jesus, it is said that we are in the world. If we do not have God's leading, we will not have peace but tribulation. Christians are not immune from bad things happening. We still lose loved ones. We still lose jobs. We still have things happen that most people feel is bad. The difference is in the perspective. The difference in a Christian and the world is that we have Jesus to help us cope with our situations. He will give us his perspective and his solution on how to deal with the issues. Christians walk by faith and not by sight. The world doesn't have this kind of faith, so they have no choice but to walk by sight. We have faith that God will see us through anything we face. So when things happen that appear scary or bad, we can lean on our faith perspective, not our sight and emotions of the situation. Our 5 physical senses can be deceived by past experience. If we truly hear from God and allow his perspective, we cannot go wrong. Deuteronomy 31:8. "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." He is telling us to not be discouraged, which tells me we have some control over the situation. We can rise above the emotions of the situation and look at them from God's perspective. God goes before us and will be with us through all of our fears, tears, disappointments, failures, and times we feel depressed or defeated. It is not wrong to feel the emotions, and I'm not saying if you're a Christian that you will not feel the emotion. It is even okay to be in the emotion for a small length of time. Then we have to gain control of the situation by giving up our control to God. He will lead us to the right perspective. Do not be discouraged if people don't understand you. Some may even think you're crazy. But if we walk our lives out daily, being led by the Spirit of God within us, we will have the right perspective. Continue to walk in God's love and show others the way to the cross. It is the only hope they have, even if they don't see it yet. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a good day.